Live from the MC.
Welcome to the DP Origins, Kevin Bencosme.
Live from the MC.
So thank you everybody for joining us here today. However, we're here for an Oranges episode with Kevin Bencosme.
Thank you for having me.
So Kev, the main purpose of this episode is basically we've been seeing you a lot more, so we want to get to know you a little bit better. Like who the fuck is Kevin? Like ¿quién es de tigre? You feel me? And before we get into that, quick shout outs to Link over there and over there in the background too.
Cheers,
everybody's here.
Cheers.
So Kevin, can you please, if you had to describe yourself, like let's say you just met somebody today, you'd be like, okay, my name is Kevin, and I'm
that nigga.
Ooh.
Come on now.
Let's fucking go. Yeah.
No, seriously, let me see, 30 years old, but I got no kids, so I'm actually 25. I turned 31 in April. I've been acting since I was 15. So in April, I would be acting for more than half my life, which is a huge accomplishment for myself. Let me see. Oh, should I do like Iron Man in the Avengers? Producer, actor, filmmaker, writer, all that other shit. Yeah, man. I've been really, really busy the last 4 going on 5 years with this filmmaking shit. And when I'm not filmmaking, I am a bartender and I am a big man on 2K. Those are my 2 professions.
You play center on 2K.
Yes, I do.
All right. Okay. Can you share with us your journey into acting and what inspired you to pursue the career?
That's all right. That's a long story. What inspired me? 3 things inspired me. One was Heath Ledger in The Dark Knight. You guys remember when it was like a thing on YouTube to do like impressions of him and shit? That was like the first like challenge back in the day. So I used to like do like impressions of him in my house, but I never recorded it. Then I watched the Shia LaBeouf interview, and I was like, this guy's the man. And he got paid $5 million to kiss Megan Fox and run and scream like he did in Transformers.
Oh my God.
I was like, yeah, I could do that for $5 million. And
so you're telling me I could be an actor too?
Type shit. I was like, all he did was run and scream and kiss Megan Fox. Like,
yeah, I could be an actor too.
You know what I'm saying? And then the third thing that inspired me, I went to go see Thurgood, which is a one-man play on Broadway. It was Lawrence Fishburne. And I was like, this man just controlled an entire room on stage for like over an hour. Like, that was like amazing to me. So
didn't John Leguizamo do that?
He's the man at that. He does that a lot.
Yeah?
He does that a lot. Yeah, one-man shows, he does that a lot. But yeah,
You don't gotta pay nobody else. I pay nobody else.
Yeah. But at the time, I was 15 years old, and I had a crush on this girl, and I told her I wanted to be an actor, and she was like, "How can you act? You show no emotions." Like people tell me that to this day, but I was like, "I'll show you." You know, I'm petty. So
cold hard.
So that was my inspirations for it. How I got into it was a few weeks after that, the All Stars program at the Castillo Theater came to my school recruiting students.
Yeah.
And they were doing a summer program. So this was 2009. And I was like, yeah, I'll sign up. And I did the program. It was, I think, like 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, like 8 hours. It was like going to summer school. And it was right there on 42nd and 10th. and I did. They taught but it wasn't like screen acting. And anybody that acts knows you take classes and they're like, all right, now pretend you're a wolf and move like the color green for 2 minutes. And you're like, what? Like, where's the script? So it was like a bunch of that stuff.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but they teach you like movement and breathing techniques and all that shit. Like basic theater training. And I did that. Sometimes when I'm like in 42nd Street and I'm drunk, I like walk around and I'm like, that's where it all started.
Well, that's that inside scoop. I didn't know that actors did that.
Yeah. When you start off,
you're green right now.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. That's weird.
There's definitely a lot of programs that do that. I mean, granted, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but they teach you a lot of breathing techniques. They teach you.
No, it makes sense though.
Voice. They teach you movement. They'll tell you like pick somebody off the street and create a character off that person and come back next week and perform. Like teach you improv. Like a lot of shit like that. But there's no like script reading. Okay. That stuff came later on.
Now that you mentioned that, what has been the most challenging role that you have taken, and how did you prepare for it?
Okay, the most challenging role. So there's a few answers to that, right? My most challenging role was this film I did called With Good Intentions. In that movie, I played a drunk
Con
demon.
buenas intenciones.
Exactly.
Wow.
You turned it into a novela.
You see the difference though when you say it in Spanish?
Yeah.
¿Cómo pudiste hacerme eso? Kevin Juan Bencosme.
Kevin Juan. Why Juan?
Because it's always two first names though. Like I don't know why. It's always
Leandro Alejandro.
Yeah, it's always two first names. Carlos Manuel. ¿Cómo pudiste? Sorry, Kevin.
Nah, the best
soap opera for sure.
The best thing is that shit was not a soap opera at all, my nigga. Like I played a drunk demon, and the reason it was so difficult was because we shot it in Times Square at midnight on Halloween, and I was in a demon costume, like painted face and all that, with a Bud Light bottle taped to my hand. So you could imagine all the motherfuckers that was like, oh my God, running into the camera. Can I take a picture with you while I'm delivering lines and shit? It was cold as fuck. And I had like no coat.
Bro, why are people coming up to you with a Bud Light bottle?
No, I had a Bud Light bottle taped to my hand.
Exactly. It's taped to your hand. Yeah. I want no parts
in a demon costume.
In a demon costume.
But it's the middle of Times Square at midnight on Halloween. That shit is packed with everybody in a costume. Everybody trying to get content. Like
he did say it was Halloween.
Yeah, like there was this group of teenagers that went up to one of my actresses and was like, "Yo, I want to be in this movie. What's your odds? All right, I could do that. Throw me in a movie." And I was like, "Yo, bro, like, because I'm filming with a whole bunch of like white people, and I'm the only person that's not white, so they thought they could just bully us." And I was like, "Yo, bro, chill. Like, y'all not about to do that." So that was like the most difficult because of the actual process. But the most difficult one, I don't know which one. Is just that sometimes you got to do, like the movie I'm filming right now called Baggage, right?
Yeah.
Yesterday I did 17 hours.
17 hours.
2 weeks ago,
Jesus.
I was doing minimum 12-hour days, 5 days straight, and I was sick. When everybody had the flu going around, I caught that shit the first day. Dang. And I was sick as a dog doing 15-hour days for like 6 days straight. My nigga, like that shit was difficult, So, but in terms of like a role, I haven't been challenged yet, bro. I haven't been challenged yet. I've been doing this for so long. There hasn't been a role that I'm like, oh my God, how am I gonna do this? Nah.
So as an actor, you say you haven't been challenged, right? Mm-hmm. However, how would you approach to what would be your approach to like develop a character?
You know what it is, bro? You
like to develop the character and get into that mindset. Like that example that you just gave of Batman. That's somebody that their mindset took over the character. Or vice versa.
So my thing is, bro, because I've been doing this for so long, I know how to break down a script. I know how to break down. I basically have a lot of acting tools. So there's not many times that I have to like, give me a second. I have to get outside myself. Like, there's actors that do that. There's actors that's like, give me 2 minutes. I gotta like take breaths and get into character. And the whole time I'm like, yo, bro, you got 3 lines, my nigga. Like, the fuck is you break? Like, what are you doing?
Calm down, G.
Yeah. So there's times like I'll go on set sometimes and I'll be like, yo, I don't know my lines. I'll read the script 2 or 3 times and I know the whole shit and I just know how to break down. I know what the director wants. So it's not too much of me getting outside myself. It's more like I know how to act. It's like if you're a ball player, because you know we from the hood, we relate everything to sports. That's like if I'm a ball player and I just got traded, like I don't know y'all system yet, but I know how to hoop. So I know I'm gonna be open right here. I know how to take this shot. I know how to make the pass. Like you just know what to do. But in terms of like breaking down, like turning it into somebody that's not myself and all that, I'm like, nah, it's not really that shit.
No, because I've also heard that a lot of like actors, like once they get into character, like you have to call them like by that name throughout the entire filming of the project.
Niggas is weird, bro.
Yeah, it goes back to what Dave Chappelle basically said. I don't know if you guys saw that.
What Dave Chappelle said.
Well, his last Netflix special,
Yes.
he had that joke,
Yes.
that Jim Carrey joke. He said at the time he's a big Jim Carrey fan, you know. Said,
Oh,
right?
That's like the perfect example.
Yeah, it's a perfect example. That Jim Carrey thing, you know, his boy got to meet him, but he was making a movie at the time. And he was in character. He said he was in character and he was just being called by that character specifically in that movie. And then, you know.
So he never met Jim Carrey.
Exactly. He said it was like seeing Jim Carrey, but not really, you know.
So the thing of that is even with the Joker, with the Dark Knight, with Heath Ledger.
I let you speak, but I was gonna say, that was the best Joker ever played, and I see why that inspired you. Because he killed that movie.
The background, he booked a hotel room for a month, didn't leave the hotel room, and the entire month was dedicated to developing that character. If you're gonna play the Joker, that's something you gotta do.
Well, yeah, if you're gonna play the Joker, yeah.
If I'm just gonna play the drug dealer or the boyfriend or the lawyer, it's not what I gotta break down, bro. Like, come on now. But something like that, like with the Jim Carrey thing, when you're at that level, when you make the league, pretty much, you're only focused on one project at a time for the most part. So you have the luxury to do that. Me, I'm working on 11 projects at the same time right now.
Oh,
and before I came here, I did an audition. I did 3 auditions for the same project, and I had a callback, and they both want to shoot next month. So it's like I don't have the luxury to be like, all right, let me get one haircut for this one role. Let me take the time to bro. You know, like the movie I'm doing now, Baggage. We had a 2-week break. In that 2 weeks, I did another short film. I was like, I just love to act. So if I was to get out of that mind state to get back into that, like it's a lot. There are times though where you have to like be focused. Like I did a shoot. I did a scene, not to spoil it, but I did a scene where somebody died in the movie, and I had to, for like 3 hours, I had to be in that mind state. But it's not like, but like motherfuckers were still calling me Kev, you know, like, yo, Kev, what happened? You know, it's not like, wait, no, he's David right now. Like, nah, it's, you know.
Can you tell us one of your most memorable moments in a film?
Memorable moments in a film. You know, you know what was a memorable moment that it wasn't to me, but it was to the people. In Manguaki.
Shout outs to Carlito Hatube, Manguaki.
Yeah, in Manguaki, there was a scene I did in the church, and I was talking to my mom, and I was like, "Eso no es lo que Jesucristo quiere," and everybody dies when that shit comes on. Like they all start laughing. And in my head, I was like, yo, that shit wasn't funny, but I was dead serious. But for some reason, everybody laughs every time. And I'm like, to this day, I'm still like, yo, that shit wasn't funny.
Yo, Carlito, Cameron,
I'm
get
saying?
your writing, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so that was a memorable moment. Another moment, One Life to Live, when I beat the dude up at the beginning, and then he's bleeding, and then I take his blood, and I go like that. That was me improvising, and a lot of people was like, "Yo, that shit was crazy." Like that set the tone for the character type of thing.
That shit sounds crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
That's a psychopath.
What fucking
Yeah.
blood was that? Was it Kool-Aid?
It was chocolate syrup.
Oh,
But,
okay.
But I beat a dude up until he's bleeding, and then I was like, "Yo, you know what would be crazy? If I just go like that."
Taste the nigga blood out.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, because it's like,
I'll be like, yeah, this nigga is insane.
Because it was they had that scene, and then I was like, I had casted somebody, and I wanted to give them lines, so I kind of rewrote the scene, even though it was already written. I just added on to it, and then I remember the director was like, "This character's crazy," and I was like, "Yo, let me just add that and see if they approve it." And they never said nothing, so I was like, "Bet, like bet."
You know what's funny? I was just about to ask you,
What's up?
how do you balance staying true to the character while also bringing in your own unique style? But I guess you just answered it right there, you know?
It's when you're good, bro. It's certain things.
Thanks for the modesty.
Nah, but it's facts though. It's
Let's
facts,
fucking go. Hold on. We can just clap.
Nah, it's facts though. Like
I said, I'm the GOAT.
I'm not the GOAT, but I'm good, you know? Like,
Oh.
you know, it's just like there's certain times where I don't know how to explain it, but that's like, how do you know when to shoot? How do you know when to pass the ball? Like, you just gotta do it, bro. I don't know. You know?
No, yeah, I get it. I get it, bro. Okay. Are there any particular directors or fellow actors that you have worked with that have had significantly influence over your approach to acting?
Not my approach to acting, no. Not my approach to acting, but my approach to filmmaking and directing for sure. Shout out Luke Bond, who did Mangoaki 1 and 2. I learned a lot of how to direct through him, through watching him.
Shout out to Luke, man.
Because we did Mangoaki in July of 2022, and then in August, the very next month, I started directing my first movie. And I wasn't booked to direct it. I grew into that role. Like, they told me, you're gonna co-direct this. So I was watching Luke learning how to direct so I could bring that over to my next film. And then shout out Deborah Cardona, one of my business partners and close friends. The way that she brings out the talent out of people, and the way she commands a room, especially during rehearsal, was a big way of something I take from directing. And lastly, but definitely not least, my boy Alex Hugo, who's also my brother, my mentor, my business partner. Salute.
Shout out to Alex Hugo. If you haven't catch this episode, make sure you go into the Dyckman podcast
For sure.
playlist under Alex Hugo
For
episode.
sure. So Alex Hugo was somebody that I used to DM before I had any type of clout or weight in this acting world. And I used to really, really want to work with him until I met him. And then we actually started working together. And I was like, oh shit, like this is my guy.
Yeah.
And we're already 3 projects deep, you know. He's directing a movie right now called Big Italy that me and him co-wrote. He came with the basics of the script, and then we finalized it. And we were talking about me co-directing it with him, but I got too much on my plate. So like he's just taking out he's doing that. So shout out to him. Watch Big Italy when it come out. Shit fire.
I'm sorry, Lynn. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, so what's Big Italy? Give me something.
Big Italy basically it's based in the Bronx. It's based in Little Italy. That's why it's called Big Italy. And it's an Italian mafia mobster movie. We tried to combine The Town, Ben Affleck movie, Heat with Robert De Niro and Al Pacino, and 4 brothers.
What?
We tried to combine all 4 of them
A lot of Thule work.
and make it Italian and put it located in the Bronx. And so we woke up damn near every day, 7 a.m. to like 3, 4 p.m. just writing the script together. And the first day that I was on set, I looked at the equipment that he had. Like, it is no joke, bro. That's a movie that deserves to be in theaters with
Top of the line equipment.
Yeah, and top of the line crew. Like, everybody comes prepared. Some of the actors I've seen act before, I've worked with them before, and it's like, yo, bro, like, that movie's so good, I tried to be in it. Like, I was like, yo, bro, let's write something for me. Give me one scene, but like, it didn't make sense. So, but yeah, it's a really, really good movie, and he's going crazy.
That's what's up. Shout out to him.
Word. Shout out to Alex. We'll go and make sure you catch his episode on our page.
For sure, man.
All right. Okay. So everything is all good. We know working on a lot of projects, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, how do you handle rejection? And how do you navigate the industry's ups and downs? Because everything is good till we tell you, nah, you're not getting that role.
Oh,
you
yeah.
just fucking
yeah.
wasted your time coming over here.
No, for sure.
For sure.
And
And that happens as well,
all the time. I don't book everything I go for, but I'm also not invested in everything I go for. How I handle rejection, women, it's kind of the same. What they say, if you bag 1 out of 10 girls, that's a good percentage. So you kind of just bring that over to acting. But on a serious note, as an actor, you gotta know that rejection is a huge part of the game, bro. You could be the best actor in the world and still get curved. Like, it is what it is. How do I balance it? That shit is hard, bro. Like, I don't have a 9 to 5. That's a big help. I am single with no kids. That's a huge help. And I love what I do, bro. So there's times that I gotta make this shit happen. And if you love what you do, you make it happen. I'm pretty sure anybody can relate to that.
Yeah, man. I admire that you're following what you love and your passion. I admire that. Sure. Not a lot of people do that. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
KB keeping it 100.
For sure.
All right, and
no, I'm keeping it like 70. I'm not keeping it 100. Keeping it like 70. Like 70.
All right. Can you share? Can you share any upcoming projects or roles that you're excited about?
I gotta look at my notepad because I got so much shit.
La promoción.
Tú sabes la payolites before we head out.
Okay. So right now, I'm currently doing a film called Baggage, which is directed by Rob Vicente. Him and his other partner, Vincent, they're Emmy award-winning editors. So they won an Emmy in 2022 for editing the news. They work for CBS. And I actually got to go to their crib and hold the Emmy and be like, yo, this shit is real.
Nice.
With the name on it and all that. That shit is fire. And it's a film I'm very proud of. I'm also a producer on it. And bro, this is a role that I know I'm for sure gonna get more Best Actor awards for it. I knew immediately, ain't nobody fucking with me doing this. And I kind of bring the energy on set. So when you're a lead actor, you literally have to be a leader. So like I said, when I was filming when I was sick, everybody else was like, oh shit, I can't fuck around. Or I come in, I know my lines, I'm not stuttering, I'm not like, oh, what's the line in the middle of shit? Motherfuckers know that they gotta be on point. Or at least they should feel that way. Let me see, things that I have out right now. There's One Life to Live, which is a film that I co-directed. I'm also in. You can find that on Tubi. Paper, Rise to the Top is a series that I starred in. And right now we're almost done writing season 2. We're on our last 2 episodes before we start filming that. You could find that on Deja Vu TV, but it's coming to Tubi very soon and Amazon Prime. There's a spinoff called Paper Eminence, which is something that I did myself wrote it, directed it, produced it, all that. We haven't finished yet. I'm gonna pick it back up soon, probably like May. Yeah, it's a series. It's a series, and we have 2 spin-off series coming. So it's like we're building a universe.
Watch out, power.
Yeah. Then, like I said, Big Italy, a film I co-wrote. There's a film called Pickup, which is a basketball film, a short film. We did it right there in Inwood Park on 207 in Seaman, where the baseball fields is at.
Oh yeah.
We did it there, and we did it in my house. Directed a basketball movie, bro. We have 1 more day of shooting left, and that should be out. I just got a role in this film called No Guts, No Glory. I pretty much played like a bartender, best friend to the main character. I haven't read the whole script yet to date, but I will. But I did get the part. There's a film called Young Love that I'm doing. We start rehearsals in a week. It's a film where I play the strong silent type. So it's easy acting for me because there's not much words. But I'm like, like the muscle man, the gangster, and a lot of facial expressions. But it's a really, really good story. Basically, the author wrote a book, and now we're making a movie out of it. There's a film called Haters Animosity, where initially I was going to play the basketball coach. Then they had me play the lawyer. I have 1 more day of filming left where we have like the courtroom scenes and all that stuff. So I'll play a lawyer in that. It's pretty dope. There's another film called Un Plato Más, where I play the fuckboy boyfriend. So I come in, I get cursed out. I tell her
Búscame el sándwich.
No, it's not like that. It's basically the main character has a Friendsgiving, and all of her friends are like, "Yo, is he coming? Is he coming?" And then I show up with flowers, like, "Yo, my bad," And the way I got that was during the audition. I was like, "Yo, I know I was in Miami, but I was just fucking those girls. I was gonna get right back. Like, you know how it is."
You know how it go.
And the directors was like, "Nah, we need him." So I'm pretty much doing that. Let me see. I have a film called Game of Chess, which I don't know what's happening with that. It was supposed to come out in November. I don't know what's happening with that.
Game of Chess.
Yeah, it's a film I did in 4 days. A whole 90-minute film. I did it in 4 days. Then there's Manguaki 2. We have the movie premiere in Times Square on March 15th. I'm not really in it like that. It's more about everybody else, but whatever. There's a film called Circumstances, which I did in December. It was supposed to come out in January, but they ran into some delays, so it should come out maybe like March or April. Then there's other roles that I feel like I booked, but I can't say it yet because I didn't sign any contracts yet, In the meantime, I'm still auditioning for television. I'm auditioning for agents. Shout out to my managers, Sana Hannibal and Jason Steinberg. They are amazing. I'm very happy over there. And yeah, man, that's what I have currently going on. As you can see, I need about 30 minutes to tell you what I'm doing outside of all the Dyckman podcast episodes. And
I was about to say Diablo,
because there's
y tú no vas shout out.
Nah, you know what it is, bro? Because you know what it is, bro? Like I look at it like my acting career and my podcasting career are 2 different things, That's why I always tell you, like, yo, we'll take out days and we'll make it happen,
Yeah.
But and also whenever I'm on set, I always tell people like, yo, I'll interview you. Like, come to the pod, we could just bring content and all that. So in terms of the podcast, the shit that I have set up for us this year, like, it's just a matter of finishing the film that I'm doing right now, because that shit takes 17 hours to do it, But yeah, I got stuff lined up. I don't want to shout anybody out yet because people back out last minute. But I definitely locked in some content for us this year. We should have a big year.
The ups and downs of the industry.
Yeah. Ups and downs of the industry? Shit. Bad business. Horrible business. Doing a project and that shit never coming out. Doing a project and everybody going ghost on you, so you just here promoting something that you don't know about.
Yeah.
Um, making people money and then they flipping on you. People underpaying you, overpaying somebody else for promotion. This is a lot of bullshit. Doing stuff that you don't get credit for. Um, Not getting paid your worth, but that's everywhere. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of downs in the industry. The ups is being able to be drunk at 3 in the morning and watching yourself on camera, and being like, yo, I did that. Getting trophies, getting awards, being satisfied with your work, um, people appreciating what you do. A lot of people, a lot of people will be like, yo, I be seeing you with your acting shit, bro. I see you, and I'll be like, word, what you saw? You know,
I saw that reel on the Dyckman podcast.
Nigga, matter of fact, matter of fact, send me the link right now. Send me the link right now. I'm like, all right. No.
Yo, Kev, final thoughts.
Can I tell you more about how I got to where I got?
Yes, of course.
So yeah, I was 15.
So hold up.
Like I said, when I was 15, I did that program on 42nd Street, which funny enough, I have a movie premiere 2 blocks away from where that happened. It's like a full circle moment. But after that, I got into this acting class by this coach. Her name is Anne Rattray. Some people may know her as Ann Willis. Rest in peace. But in this class, I was taking classes with people that were on television. Like, I was taking classes with people that had Emmys. I was taking classes with people that had Tony Awards. And some of my classmates ended up actually like making it like big time. So it was real inspirational. That's where I learned how to act. That's where I learned everything I know. After I did that until about 22-ish. After that, I went to City College. I went to LaGuardia. I went to Lehman, just trying to see what the competition was like. Because for a long time, I did music and I wasn't focused on acting. So when I decided to stop paying for the classes, I went to apply for school because I knew I didn't have to pay for it the first semester. So I would just see what everybody was like, trying to gauge where I was at with people that really do this shit. And then after that, I didn't go back to school because I didn't want to pay them. So after that, I kind of just was living life, popping bottles on Dyckman, running around, being mad unproductive.
Living the life.
Being mad unproductive. And one day I was like, yo, I want to get back into acting. So I got my headshots done. Then the pandemic hit. When the pandemic hit, at this point I'm 26. When the pandemic hit, nobody wanted to work. So I took advantage. I was like, yo, nobody want to work? Oh, you don't got an actor for that? Bet, let me do it. A lot of bullshit. Going to Brooklyn at 8 a.m. to do one line. Sometimes no lines, but I got to know you. I got to know you. I got some type of footage. A lot of shit I was cut out at, but I'm just getting my feet wet. So then just working. Then I met Omar Moore, who is my business partner for Paper. So that's how I got into Paper. He wanted me to play a smaller role, but I read the first page of the script and I was like, yo, bro, I got to be the main character. Like this motherfucker was grabbing ass, counting money. He was slapping people. I was like, nah, I need to be this motherfucker. So I just bugged him until he gave me that. Then I started doing auditions. That's when I met Deborah Cardona. And we did another movie, cut me out of that for business reasons. I completely understand. But she brought me back from One Life to Live. One Life to Live is how I got into directing. And also writing as well. And Paper is how I got into directing, writing, producing, all that stuff too. And pretty much, bro, just like bouncing around, just booking stuff and being open to being a bigger part than what they booked me for. So, like if you booked me for a matter of fact, in the callback that I just did, I told them this: when you book me, you book everything that comes with me. That's how I'm able to put on so many hats. You might need me to direct a scene, or if let's say let's say you're looking for a role. I know my man's right here could do it. Yo, matter of fact, since that's my man, let me write a few lines for him, or let me give him some lines on set. In the movie I'm doing now, Baggage, my man Foreign, shout out Foreign, he pulled up just to be an extra, and I was like, yo, bro, get in line right here. And when I walk past you, I'm gonna say some shit back. And we had a little back and forth, and now the director liked it. Yo, do it again. Yo, do it again. Now we did it 3 or 4 times. Now he's actually in the movie. And now when we're doing a sequel, I'm like, yo, bro, I already got an idea. Like, let's say I need him for This Is His Room. Now put him in part 2. Like, just little shit like that is how you get going and how I got to where I got, man. That's like a I know I talked a lot, but that was like a really condensed version of it for sure.
No, how much is improvising day-to-day filming?
That depends on the director.
Yeah, I was just about to say that because, like, personally, like I see myself. Well, this is somewhat directing to a certain extent, and I feel that you, like, as I was telling the guys earlier, you could always zoom in. You can never zoom out. As a director,
okay, I like that. I see where you're going with it. I see where you're going with it. I like that. I like that. So, that all depends on the director, right? There was one time I was doing a student film where I had worked on the film. I had worked on my character for like 2 days, and I was like, "Oh, in this line, I'm gonna do this. Over here, I'm gonna say this." And the director, he was a student at NYU, I think, and he was like, "Don't do any of that. Do what it says on the paper." I'm like, all right, whatever. I kind of felt like a robot. And then there's other times where I'll just say some shit, and the director will be like, "I like that. Keep it." One thing I tell all my actors is improv all you want, because improv creates magic. And it's my job to stop you if it contradicts a story. So how much of it is improv? A lot of it, because directors know that I'm the shit, bro. So they'll like let me rock. Or like,
not only that, I feel like,
and if they tell me don't, I won't do it.
As a director, like, how much can improv really hurt the film? Because at the end of the day, I have the vision as a director.
It can.
How so? Because
because characters die, characters betray people. It could, if it contradicts the story or what the director has planned or the writer has planned for the future, then yeah.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah.
But as a director / editor, I go
always edit it out. Yeah, for sure.
I control the narrative.
For sure. But there's directors that love it. There's directors that don't want it. So.
Oh yeah, because if a director, I could, from a director's point of view, if I have the clear vision, and then I feel like my actor is just going off, it's like, oh yeah, there's no need for that. Cut.
For sure.
Okay. I'm just saying. Kev, once again, thank you for pulling up. We believe in you. That's why we're doing this origin story. Hopefully, which I have my chips on you, man. That we're gonna change. We're gonna change the game, bro. And this is just the beginning.
Sure. No, man, Dyckman podcast, bro. We doing our thing this year. Last year was like an intro. We met last year. Now this year we really gotta dale pa'lante.
So guys, stay tuned for this and much more. And this is the DP Origins, Kevin Bencosme.
Ready.
Live from the MC.